What is up, Fleek fans? Welcome back to my channel. We have a brand new Mortal Kombat movie produced by Warner Brothers Animation. It's called Mortal Kombat Legends: Scorpion's Revenge. I'm so excited to talk about this film. Let me know in the comments down below. Were you looking forward to this film? Were you surprised when they dropped it on Easter? I'm late because I thought it was coming out Tuesday. Let's get into it. So the champions of Outworld and Earthrealm fight to the death in a brutal tournament that determines the fate of Earth. So obviously the movie is called Scorpion's Revenge, so we're going to spend a lot of time with what feels to be the title character going in. Now, did he get as much screen time as maybe I was anticipating? Yes, at the beginning, but no more so throughout the film because we're introduced to these different characters. We have Sonya Blade, we have Johnny Cage, interestingly enough, voiced by Joel McHale. So we've had a healthy dose of him this weekend, from the new Tiger King episode to being one of the title characters in this Mortal Kombat movie. Of course, Liu Kang. I mean, the cast is actually really good. The voice cast works for pretty much every character that they're going for. But it all comes down to how do they execute this story and how do they kind of play off the title in Scorpion's Revenge. This movie was thoroughly entertaining from start to finish, and as a fan, but I'd say more so a casual fan, I haven't done a deep dive into a ton of the lore, especially more recently. Obviously played the video games, but we haven't had a lot in the movie space until now. And Warner Brothers Animation, what they do, especially with the modern Justice League stuff, I mean, there hasn't been a super impactful one over the last couple of years, but they're very consistent. They're usually fun enough, entertaining enough. I would actually say Scorpion's Revenge is one of the better Warner Brothers animated films I've seen over the last couple of years because it caters to what fans want to see, and that is incredible action, super fun, all-around, violent elements that are very present. This is an R-rated animated movie, so if you're watching this and you're younger and you're thinking, maybe mom's going to let me rent this, well, when she sees the R rating, it's justified in the film, I'll tell you that. And the brutality, what you want from a movie showcasing Sub-Zero and Scorpion and Liu Kang, it is awesome. And we get the showdowns we want to see. Now, were there a few things left on the table and elements that were setting up maybe another movie in this universe to continue on the path that some of these characters are on? Absolutely, but man, oh man, was it not super entertaining on that front. Now, if you're approaching this as even more of a casual fan, someone who doesn't know anything about the Mortal Kombat lore, then no, you may not get as invested as we do, right? Fans of these characters, especially of Scorpion, because what happens at the beginning of this movie, I mean, you're thrown into this situation where everything he knows and loves is stripped from him, and it is kind of a movie based on revenge, but it's more so a film of people coming together for the greater good and realizing that maybe their destiny is still their destiny, but it's not meant to go the way that they believe. And I love these very subtle emotional elements that you don't get every day in an animated film. Now, a couple of issues within the script. Every now and then you have some characters shouting out exposition. I mean, the character of Johnny Cage is someone who at first I'm like, I get it, you're in the movie industry, and I understand that maybe you're not going to buy everything happening, but at a point, someone's limbs are getting ripped off, and he's going, special effects. I'm just like, come on, dude. And then it comes down to the fact that he is way more skilled than I feel like his character is justified to be, but you still understand why he's there, and you realize that Joel McHale is kind of nailing the voice, or at least the character written for him. So the issues that I had at the beginning of the film were less so there at the end. I ended up liking his character. I liked Sonya Blade a lot. I think Jennifer Carpenter did an awesome job of voicing her. She is as BA as anyone within this film. But you're here for Scorpion. You're here for his quest, seeking out revenge on those that wronged him. And sometimes it's less so about the path that you set out on, and his journey is kind of bent on revenge against a particular character, but more so about doing what is right and helping those that need you in the process. And that's, I think, a journey that everyone can kind of relate to. But once again, the story isn't as maybe fleshed out as a lot of film critics will want it to be. And now what's keeping me from loving this movie is just the fact that we needed more from each plot plot thread. We have all of these side and supporting characters. They don't have a lot of depth, right? Not a lot of reason for us to gravitate towards them other than really good voice performances. Scorpion is obviously fleshed out in the beginning. He gets the most development, but then towards the end, it's more a group effort, and we're less focused on what we started out on. So a bit of a sloppy narrative in that regard, but once again, we're not here for the narrative. We're more here for the action and the fight scenes and really the beautiful animation, and all of those things are present. I think the story could have used some work, but those are just kind of nitpicks to see where we go from here, what we're going to get in the future, and I hope we get more movies in this universe, because this is a really solid start. So if you guys like this review, if you'd like to see me tackle more things Mortal Kombat, really love talking about these characters, please let me know in the comments down below and hit that thumbs up button for more reviews. A few things lacking that's just kind of keeping me from rounding up to an 8, so I'm still going to go a 74%. Really good movie, lots of fun. I think it's worth the watch. I think it's worth spending the money if you're a hardcore Mortal Kombat fan, and I don't see a lot of people walking away hating this, being disappointed, but I'd love to know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. We'll be back with more reviews, more Dune videos, all of those things later on this week. I'll see you soon.